that's the shittiest thing about him, is that, like, I want to love him. I do. Like, he's so funny. He's so naturally funny. And the weird voice, like he's been smoking a pack a day since he was a fetus, and everything else. It's so good. But he does really dangerous shit. Alright, let's lube my throat up for this segment, because, you know, it's getting eerily close to something we talked about before. Nashville bombing, how it happened, by Tomo News. Oh, please, illuminate me.
Authorities believe that Anthony Warner was the only person responsible for the Christmas Day bombing in Nashville, and that he died in the explosion, according to the BBC. The initial theory is that Warner managed to concoct a powerful bomb and place it in his RV. He then drove the RV bomb to downtown Nashville on Christmas morning and parked it right next to an AT&T transmission building on 2nd Avenue North at 1:22 a.m.
It's very unusual watching Tomo News do their version of the video on this, by the way.
Residents were woken up by the sound of around 20 gunshots between 5:11 a.m. and 5:26 a.m. Police responded to the area at about 6 a.m. and heard a warning coming from a loudspeaker on the RV. The voice warned of a bomb in the vehicle and told people to evacuate, while also counting down the minutes before detonation. The bomb exploded at 6:29 a.m., severely damaging the AT&T transmission building and knocking out data services in 5 states. Warner is known to have had a...
You know what's extra strange and creepy about this whole thing? They didn't put this in, but the song Downtown played after the dire warning. It was like a bomb is about to go off, clear the area, it'll detonate, here's basically how far you need to get out of the blast, that kind of stuff. And then the song Downtown started playing. Now, let me look up the lyrics, because I can't, these days, with Dimka, I can't really play too much of it, but just so you have a...
No finer place for sure, downtown.
No, Dimka. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know, downtown. Just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are so much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. Just, woof, that's spooky. That's some spooky ass shit.
Media reports say the FBI asked Warner's acquaintances if he was paranoid about 5G technology and believed theories that 5G was being used to spy on people.
For more news animations.
So the interesting thing about the whole Nashville bombing happened to be, of course, the cycle. We've seen it before, right? If someone is white, it's not a terrorist attack. If someone is, of course, and I've heard arguments already on the other side that it's come full circle. And these are from lefties who are like, it's really funny to me that white people want to really, really get the stamp or the badge of terrorist affixed to white people, because at the end of the day, we should be kind of getting rid of this whole idea that certain people by definition are terrorists because they're using violence to further political goals, when that's pretty much what the United States as an army does on a daily basis. So, and also the fact that we have to differentiate within this ideology that this is a terrorist, this isn't a terrorist, and we've never won a war of ideology, by the way. There's no such thing as a victory in the war on drugs, right? Or the war on terror, things of which, you know, they're ideological in nature. At any rate, though, once this happens, white people, mentally ill, lone gunmen, all that kind of stuff, every other shade, of course, terrorist attack, we should be worried for our lives, sound the alarms. But I was very curious, what exactly were the motives behind this? It seems unusual. This person was definitely targeting cell companies, telecommunication companies that seemed to be a priority in the attack. 16 months before Anthony Quinn Warner's RV exploded in downtown Nashville, officers visited his Tennessee home after his girlfriend reported he was making bombs in the vehicle, according to documents obtained by the Tennessee. It doesn't appear, however, that the actions were to stop Warner, who on Friday blew up a city block, killing himself, injuring 3 others, causing massive destruction to 41 downtown buildings, and crippling telecommunication systems throughout the southeast over the weekend. By the way, something else horrifying about this, this was done by someone without a lot of money and without a lot of necessary access to dangerous materials. So the destruction that was done by one individual, who again, it did not cost a lot of money, it did not require a lot of sourcing of materials, is capable of being done by virtually anyone, is something else. In the aftermath of the explosion, the same Bureau of Investigation said Warner was not on our radar, but a Metro Nashville Police Department report from August 2019 shows that local and federal authorities were aware of the alleged threats had been made. Warner's girlfriend told Nashville police that Warner was building bombs in the RV trailer at his residence. Officers were called to the home of Warner's girlfriend by the woman's attorney, Raymond Throckmorton III. When they arrived, they found her sitting on the porch with the 2 unloaded guns nearby. She related that the guns belonged to Tony Warner and that she did not want them in the house any longer. Feds probing if Nashville Bomber believed in lizard people conspiracies. Investigators are aware of statements the suspect made about a conspiracy involving the powerful politicians and Hollywood figures that are actually lizards who have extraterrestrial origins. This sounds a lot like David Icke, and if you're unfamiliar with David Icke and his writing, they're actually beyond pernicious, but they're very popular. In fact, they're so popular, y'all might have heard of a Twitch streamer. Some of you know about him. The good doctor, Dr. Disrespect. You might remember Dr. Disrespect, of course, right? Dr. Disrespect, on his bizarre and creepy final stream in which he just disappeared from streaming, the most popular, richest streamer on the platform, was talking about David Icke and his books. I'm not exactly sure what the purpose was. He was just going off. He's like, who I've been really into lately is this Icke fella. He's got some interesting ideas. So, wake up, people! One of those, and I was just like, this is weird. Investigators are exploring several conspiracy theories as potential motives behind the Christmas Day bombing outside the AT&T building in Nashville, including evidence that the bomber believed in lizard people and the so-called reptilian conspiracy. 2 senior law enforcement officials told NBC on Wednesday. Investigators are expected to conclude their crime scene work this week, but it could take several more weeks until they determine the motive of the bomber. Since Saturday, authorities have been probing Warner's digital device, which one official says includes a significant trove of pictures, videos, and writings, looking for any clues of what drove the man to set off a powerful bomb inside the recreational vehicle. Specifically, investigators are looking into the suspect's previous trips to an undisclosed location in Tennessee, where he would camp out his RV and, according to the suspect's statement to others, hunt possible aliens. In addition, investigators are aware of the statements the suspect made about an internet conspiracy theory that powerful politicians and Hollywood figures are actually lizards or other reptiles who have extraterrestrial origins and are taking over society. Now, I guess the question is kind of like, how much of this is the cast of terrorism? How much of this is basically him being influenced by popular figures in mass media? And how much of this is him being just donkey batshit balls out there? If you genuinely believe in lizard people and you go drive your RV into the middle of the woods to hunt aliens, I'm sorry, but I'm guessing you're not all there. I'm not trying to be an armchair diagnosis here, but that's not exactly just typical behavior. I would consider that to be atypical. This not exactly what I would expect. But how much of that is influenced from outside sources? That's probably going to be what is going to be a heated debate for the next little while. I've been waiting for the property damage crowd to be really upset. That's been weird. That's been unusual. I have to say, I'm a little perplexed. What's going on there? Because the rioting and the looting, it has to fucking stop. It does. So does the bombing. I mean, the bombing has to stop as well. This enormous amount of property damage took place here. Blocks upon blocks upon blocks. I've heard kind of radio silence on that, though. There seems to be more destruction in a single moment than a lot of people wrought in these so-called riots. So something's missing. Something's going on here. Believers in the unfounded conspiracy theory believe the politicians, including the Clintons, the comedians Bob Hope, who have died in 2003, were actually lizard-like creatures sent to Earth and are responsible for a number of historic tragedies. Justin Bieber and the Obamas have also been named into conspiracy theory. Of course, Obama. Federal investigators have also asked associates and acquaintances of Warner whether he believed in equally unfounded conspiracy theories about AT&T and 5G mobile services. I mean, there's got to be some kind of a correlation there, right? Between him wanting to destroy telecommunication companies and perhaps, but I mean, I've seen no writing so far about 5G. I've seen nothing indicating that. Lot more stuff turning towards the lizard people. So there's that. Conspiracy theorists race to defend Nashville Bomber, Anthony Quinn Warner. Interesting. Oh, of course, Daily Beast. Well, I mean, it's not like I have to go into the dark web now to read this article. I'm just going to have to do some things I'm not very proud of, but oh no. Bear with me, everybody. Don't watch other streamers. They're going to lie to you. They won't tell you the truth about the lizard people. This is the only stream that is on the up and up when it comes to the lizard people. I know my lizard people. Conspiracy theorists race to defend Nashville Bomber. No sooner had Anthony Quinn Warner been named as a person of interest in the apparent Christmas Day suicide bombing in Nashville, Tennessee, than conspiracy circles began to casting doubt on his identity or applauding his actions. Even before those potential motives came to light, however, some conspiracy movements were already looking to exonerate Warner. Moments after his name emerged in connection with the case, subscribers to the far-right QANON conspiracy movement began flooding Twitter with absurd ideas, falsely claiming that Warner was an actor, partially because of a different Anthony Quinn was a Hollywood star before dying in 2001. Other QAnon followers broke down his name and associates and initials and made up clues, or to dissect parts of his name to warn Q-warn. Very normal behavior from an organization that is not scary in any way. Theorizing didn't stop at anonymous Twitter accounts. Lynn Wood, an attorney... Whoa. I've heard this name before. Lynn Wood, QAnon. Lynn Wood, what's going on here? Why is this so familiar? Oh wait, Lynn Wood is a Kenosha Andy. This is one of Kyle Rittenhouse's lawyers, right? Let me verify that with my very handy. Attorney Lynn Wood, PC, speak the truth, be fearless, fight back for freedom, fight Bob, world of the blocked. Where we go one, we go all. Well, fuck me running. Lynn Wood, Kyle Rittenhouse's lawyer, is involved in this whole thing. So what did Lynn Wood have to say? An attorney attempting to overturn the election in President Donald Trump's favor appeared to cast doubt on the bombing in multiple tweets. In one, he included Warner's name in a tweet about false accusations. In another, he tweeted pictures of a ruined stretch in Nashville's downtown, noting that if the RV sure packed the power of a punch, or did it? Wood did not return for requests for the clarification of his tweets. Of course not, he doesn't want to incriminate himself. I plead the fifth. For his part, Trump, who had previously raged against acts of property damage, accusing leftists of terror, has markedly muted on the bombing. It seems everyone has. I'm hearing so little from the property damage crowd. I thought property was really important. I thought property was so important. It was more important than human beings. Wasn't that the argument? You know, property over people. Where's the talk of this? I mean, 3 people survived, but a lot of fucking property got destroyed. Why aren't we hearing about this? This asshole, he destroyed blocks upon blocks of property. I mean, come on. President Trump has been briefed on the explosion in Nashville, Tennessee, and will continue to receive regular updates. The president is grateful for the incredible first responders and praying for those who was injured. Trump has not yet tweeted about the attack. He's busy. He's got his hands full. There's a lot of stuff going on. Well, QAnon supporters debated Warner's innocence pro-terror channels on the messaging platform Telegram openly embraced his tactics. Some of those channels, which have called for civil war and violent attacks, cheered the possibility that Warner might have been a QAnon-influenced terrorist. Wow. Not scary at all. Not dangerous. Not something anyone should be concerned or worry about. Or the fact that there's a bunch of QAnoners now coming into Congress. That's just fucking great. Awesome. Cool. On Sunday, another Tennessean allegedly mimicking Warner's bomb threat, albeit without the bomb. James Turgan, 33, is accused of driving a truck through Nashville adjacent Rutherford County, where broadcasting a warning similar to the one played on the RV before the bomb exploded. Turgan's motives are also unknown, although his digital footprint is larger than Warner's, who did not appear to have public social media under his own name. On Facebook, Turgan shared multiple memes about standing with Trump November 7th. So, yeah. A lot of people were like, are you genuinely worried or scared that Donald Trump is going to somehow steal the presidency? I mean, even right now, Donald Trump is what? He's tweeting out, January 20th, see you there. See you there, January 20th. Yeah. No, I'm not scared about that because Donald Trump doesn't have army. I'm pretty sure army is gonna fuck Trump up if he tries to do anything because they're not going to be following some strange coup that he's trying to enact. I am way more scared of this shit though. I'm more scared of people who take him and Alex Jones seriously, because honestly, every single time someone is listening to these people, and all of a sudden they're like, "Well, yeah, no, I'm galvanized. Yeah, this election was stolen, so I've got to do something about it." Very scary shit can happen. Very scary shit. I mean, that's the shittiest thing about him, is that like, I want to love him. I do. Like, he's so funny. He's so naturally funny. And the weird voice, like he's been smoking a pack a day since he was a fetus, and everything else. It's so good, but he does really dangerous shit. Like him going to those rallies and grabbing the megaphone and everyone listening and them just being there and them just listening to every word he says. It's like, oh, you know, we got to start this rebellion, everybody. Yeah, 1776, we shall rise again. Everybody, take up arms, take up bombs, get into RVs, every single one of you. People take that shit seriously. And they do those things and they kill each other. I mean, that's why him and Tim Pool, everyone who jokes about the race war, once the race war starts happening, once civil war starts happening, I mean, we should be holding these people accountable. It's funny until people die. Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
What lies around the corner? Never knowing who's going to kill you. Are you the next one to be murked? You never know if it's a friend or a foe. If you want to see the biggest names in BreadTube and Left Twitch and Butterthing and I don't know the fucking names anymore, come see Left Among Us.
If you want us to advertise your channel or work, please go to weareserfs.com and email us a 20 to 30 second ad, and we'll take it on to the end of one of our videos to help promote your leftist channel or progressive something. Whatever you do.
To our God, I'm Raft, Xander Corvus, and Schlatsky, we shall commit blood sacrifices in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, our lives are yours to command. To our lords, Jeffrey Lamb, Trevor R., Stephen, Hans Josephine, Poppy Nelson, Ryan Lubin, Jimothy K. Meeblebeeps Jr., we bow meekly for your pleasure. To our knights of the round table, Josh Mickelson, Dylan Bythe, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Political Puppy, Jimmy Bignuts, Andreas Chitoro, Good Poon Hates Cops, That's Solid Poon Then, Dr. Zayas, Yoppie, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Jack Darko, Thomas Barretton, J. Fraser Cartwright, Goofalankius, Melissa Murphy, Nicholas Marks, Alexander Thaler, Ali Rada Jaffer, Alex Gauvin, Radical Maniac, we salute you.